Last month, I flew to Angola in southwest Africa. This was a working visit. I wanted to support the Red Cross by highlighting its campaign to ban anti-personnel landmines. 2,000 people every month are killed or maimed by mines around the world. That's one person every 20 minutes. It is my sincere hope that by working together in the next few days, we shall focus world attention on this vital, but until now largely neglected, issue. On my way from the airport, I began to see the effects of 30 years of conflict on this country. I'd read the statistics that Angola has the highest percentage of amputees anywhere in the world, that one person in every 330 has lost a limb, most of them through landmine explosions. But that hadn't prepared me for the reality. I've never seen scenes like it before. I've never been in this environment, but it's very humbling. I soon got a sense of the overcrowded living conditions for the millions of people who'd moved into the city to escape the fighting. I was taken to the headquarters of the Red Cross for a background briefing. Accompanied by Mike Whitlam, Director General of the British Red Cross, with local knowledge supplied by Francois de la Roche, the Angola head of delegation. I learnt more about the terrible injuries inflicted by anti-personnel landmines, that many mines are specifically designed to maim, containing just enough explosive to cause mutilation. The explosion tears off limbs and drives shrapnel into the exposed muscle. The images were horrifying. These weren't soldiers, but civilians injured by mines left behind when war was over.
But what I most look forward to is next Friday, which will surely be an emotional day for Harry and the squad, because Harry will witness the legacy left behind by his mother, Princess Diana, in her efforts to rid the world of landmines. So recall that Diana didn't have to do what she did in Angola, because by that time she was divorced. She was no longer the future queen. She could have gone quietly to the countryside and lived the rest of her life undisturbed, but she realized she was here for more than that. And she still commanded the attention of the world, so she was determined to use that for good. So back in 1997, a princess talking about landmines and urging the UN to do something about it, that was controversial, and it was considered political. But again, she was no longer married into the family, so she did things exactly as she needed to do. Well, now that once mine-ridden place that she walked through in that famous video clip is now a bustling, landmine-free community, thanks in part to her efforts in shining a light on the efforts of entities like the Halo Trust. She did more than was asked of her, and it paid off beyond her lifetime. And this is why we love her. It's why we love Harry, because we see so much of her spirit in him. And in Meghan, he's met his match.
Landmines are an unhealed scar of war. By clearing the landmines, we can help this community find peace, and with peace comes opportunity.
I'm only trying to highlight a problem that's going on all around the world. That's all.
To walk in her footsteps is clearly quite emotional for me, but I think as much as she did then, there is still so much to do. But without question, if she hadn't have campaigned the way that she did 22 years ago, this could arguably still be a minefield. So yeah, I'm incredibly proud of what she's been able to do, and meet these kids here who were born on this street, who actually didn't even know that this was a minefield. I think it's incredibly emotional to be able to follow the footsteps of my mother. It's also crazy to think that 20 years ago, if she hadn't have done what she did, that maybe this would still be a minefield. So to be able to see this as a thriving community is, yeah, it's amazing.